Soon as I walk through the door, designer is at the toe.
All right, so my first pillar, which is physical, I chose this because I am a recruited athlete for West Point. I was recruited to the track team for throws. I throw the discus, the hammer, and the weight. I did a little bit of shot put, but I'm not the best at it. So before West Point, I did a lot of training to be good at what I do. And ultimately, I believe that's why I got recruited. Here's a video of me doing bench press. This is after my recruitment process. I don't remember if it was after I committed or not. So at the prep school, I have learned a lot about myself physically. And in fact, I'm not a superhuman and I can't do everything physically. There's a lot of things I can't do that I'm not good at, such as the swim test I passed my original swim test, but the swim test for the German proficiency badge, I indeed failed that test. And it's because I don't have enough endurance. And being a thrower, I have to sacrifice endurance for power, because in a meet, I will get anywhere between 3 and 6 throws. And that's over the course of an hour maybe. So I have 3 very powerful throws to do in an hour. And that's how I train also. So I do very powerful reps and very few reps, as opposed to things like swimming and running. I struggle with the 2 mile. That being said, the prep school has definitely made me bigger, faster, and stronger. I just don't excel at all areas physically. I still have my challenges, and I hope to learn a lot more about how to be a hybrid athlete, how to be good at a 2 mile and be really good at squats. Here we are at our second pillar, social. I chose social. I figured it'd be the easiest to talk about. The prep school, I've made a ton of new friends, and I love them all. And I think we're all in a really unique position. This is, for many of us, this is our first time being away from home in a sort of permanent manner. Here's a TikTok we made on Martin Luther King weekend. We had an Airbnb in New Jersey, so you can see us being some goons. This is hilarious, but we're all in a unique position, being away from home for the first time. And everybody chose West Point. Everybody had that choice. We all came here with similar mindsets. I think that has a lot to do with why the guys I'm surrounding myself with now at the prep school will be friends for the rest of our lives. Here you can see Lombo, Tony, Fancy, and I. Captain Cortez actually gave us tickets to a Broadway show on a Sunday night, and that was a really cool trip. Just not something everybody gets to do in their lifetime, so definitely something to remember. This is very interesting. So Torin did some research and found a dealership nearby. It was private. We didn't realize that. We thought we could show up and just go check out the cars, but a guy stopped us at the door and started asking us questions like, what were we doing there? We just told him we found it online, and we were West Point cadets, so he let us in. He liked us, and he definitely liked the fact that we were all in the Army. So there was a rapper there, Pop Smoke, was filming a rap video. He was using the 6x6 in his video. He was using it for clout and flex and whatnot. So that same night, we found out a week later that he actually stole a Rolls Royce from the dealership. And then 2 weeks after that, he was killed in his home in California. A home invasion went wrong, or there's speculation there, but very, very strange. While making this video, I was thinking about what has changed socially for me since coming to the prep school back in July. So I think distancing myself from my family has actually helped our relationship a lot. It reminds me of that saying, you don't appreciate what you have until you don't have it. There's something to say for that. You know, when I don't have my sisters there, my parents there, I really miss them, and I miss what they do. And when I come home, it just makes it all the more better. My friends before I came to the prep school, they were good people, and I love them to death, will always. But I found myself, you know, growing away from them. The calm was right. We're different people now. We kind of had a changed mindset. We're no longer those kids we were in high school doing the goon shit that we were with our friends. Now we're professional, like is one way to put it. Probably not the best, but man, my new friends, it's honestly amazing how much can change so fast. And I mean, a completely different friend group. The social networking, it's with different people in different ways now. I find myself missing my friends from the prep school often, and we all keep in touch, Josh and I, Torin. In a picture I posted earlier in this video, you could see a group chat called the Bust Down Brothers, and that's me, Kieran, Cam, and Torin. So we always keep in touch. And sorry, Josh, sorry you didn't make the cut for that group chat. We'll get you in the next one. But yeah, I think that caps off my project. Physically and socially, I've grown a lot at the prep school, a ton, and I know it's going to help me when I proceed down the hill. And the things I've learned, I can share. You know, the other recruited throwers like me, I could help give them points on, you know, how to approach the 2 mile when you've been training heavy weight for the longest. You haven't been doing any endurance training. I could also be a help to those who are feeling homesick or miss their friends and family. Being through it, I can share my experience and how I moved on, how I came to the realization that the people I was around at West Point versus the people I was around back home are there to support me. They're real friends. They're going to go through it with you. And going through basic training helps also. And just for those people that are going to struggle with it, like I said, I can be there for them.